like strangers wrapped in a anger. It's going down. We'll end up back again sooner or later. What comes around goes around. Breaking hearts, showing scars, leave me ripped apart. Cold to touch, shot too much, but it's never enough. I'm searching inside, but there is nowhere to hide. Tripping, running, fell in love, and now I'm left with wanting. It's haunting. The poison lips, sinking ships, leaving me in the ocean, and I drowned with the tide. Giving in like a death by 1,000 concessions. Your confession. You never loved me for who I am, just what you wanted from me. Talking like strangers wrapped in a anger. It's going down. We'll end up back again sooner or later. What comes around goes around. Breaking hearts, showing scars, leave me ripped apart. Cold to touch, shot too much, but it's never enough. I'm searching inside, but there is nowhere to hide. There's nowhere left to hide. There's nowhere left to hide. From head to my toes, I can feel it in my bones. When I take it down, I know I'm never letting go. When I think I regret, make it moment to forget. Every night I'm making what is meaningless sex. Now my heart is in the ball of your rain, your satisfaction. Wanna quit fucking, now you're looking for some action. Better run quick or just quit, chasing what you're after. Talking like strangers wrapped in a anger. It's going down. We'll end up back again sooner or later. What comes around goes around. Breaking hearts, showing scars, leave me ripped apart. Cold to touch, shot too much, but it's never enough. I'm searching inside, but there is nowhere to hide. Breaking hearts, showing scars, leave me ripped apart. Cold to touch, shot too much, but it's never enough. I'm searching inside, but there is nowhere to hide. Tripped and burned, fell in love, and now I'm left with wanting. It's haunting. Poison lips, sinking ships, leaving me in the ocean, and I drowned with the tide. Giving in like a death by 1,000 concessions. Your confession. You never loved me for who I am, just what you wanted from me. Talking like strangers wrapped in a anger. It's going down. We'll end up back again sooner or later. What comes around goes around. Breaking hearts, showing scars, leave me ripped apart. Cold to touch, shot too much, but it's never enough. I'm searching inside, but there is no Talking like strangers wrapped in a anger. It's going down. We'll end up back again sooner or later. What comes around goes around. Breaking hearts, showing scars, leave me ripped apart. Cold to touch, out too much, but it's never enough. I'm searching inside, but there is nowhere to hide. There's nowhere left to hide. There's nowhere left to hide. From head to my toes, I can feel it in my bones. When I take it down, I know she'll never let me go. When I think I regret, make you want me to forget. Every night I'm making love is meaningless sex. Now my heart is in the ball of your rain, your satisfaction. Wanna quit fucking, now you're looking for some action. Better run quick or just quit, chasing what you're after. Talking like strangers wrapped in a anger. It's going down. We'll end up back again sooner or later. What comes around goes around. Breaking hearts, showing scars, leave me ripped apart. Cold to touch, out too much, but it's never enough. I'm searching inside, but there is nowhere to hide. Breaking hearts, showing scars, leave me ripped apart. Cold to touch, out too much, but it's never enough. I'm searching inside, but there is nowhere to hide.
Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3.
The words fell in love and now I'm left with wanting. It's haunting. Poison lips, sinking ships, leaving me in the ocean, and I drown with the tide. Giving in like a death by 1,000 concessions. Your confession. You never loved me for who I am, just what you wanted from me. Talking like strangers wrapped in a anger. It's going down.
A woman never belongs to you. It's just your turn. You lost your edge, she lost attraction for you. That's how it works. What'd you think she was gonna do? Tell you she cheated? Men cannot afford to get complacent in relationships. Get your fat ass off the couch, start lifting weights, and learn game. You're welcome.
And now your man,
Donovan Sharpe.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the 697th edition of TSR Primetime, your nightly dose of masculine truth, wisdom, and awareness. We are brought to you in part by Gorilla Mind Rush, the #1 non-habit-forming energy and focus supplement on the planet. Get sustained energy and laser-focused for hours with zero crash and zero jitters. To support your productivity and the show, go to donovansharpe.com/gorilla mind rush to get your hands on a bottle or 7. As always, we are streaming live to Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and of course in crystal clear 4K to Sharpe Stream. Almost said that like a hood, you know what. We stream to Sharpe Stream. So however you are watching, wherever you're watching from, thank you for making the Sharpe Reality Prime Time a part of your nightly routine. It is Friday, December 11th of 2020. It is good to have you guys in tonight. And because it is Friday, I'm going to give you guys my 3 ironclad rules for Friday. Even though we are in this pandemic, 91 Debunk, I know a lot of you guys are still out there slinging sausage. I know you guys are hoping for girls to smoke your sausage. So I'm going to give you guys my 3 rules for Friday to keep your asses out of trouble. Number 1, wrap your junk. Number 2, send her that morning after text. And number 3, take an Uber. Gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, knocking up a garden tool, a false EPAR spelled backwards accusation, and a DUI will absolutely turn your life upside down in the worst ways. So use a condom, send that text, and do not drive drunk. You will save yourself a world of trouble. I've actually been having a little bit, there's something ergonomically, not that you guys care or need to know, but there's something ergonomically wrong with my setup here because I'm getting some, for the last couple of weeks, I'm getting some serious some serious tricep strain. It kind of feels like a tricep strain. My tricep gets fatigued. So what I'm having to do is I've got a wireless handheld mouse. I'm going to have to hold it down low so that my tricep doesn't start to act up. So if you see my arm hanging down here, I promise you I'm not doing anything too sinister, at least not yet. So that is the reason why it's down there. If you guys have any solutions to that, and listen, I'm here all the time, right? This is where I spend most of my day. And I'm doing with the mouse, and I'm left-handed, so I use the mouse pad with my left hand. But even still, even when I'm just typing, right there at my tricep right at the elbow, man, it really, really, really starts to fatigue. It's really starting to hurt a little bit. No, this isn't beer. No, this isn't urine. This is actually like citrus-flavored Red Bull. For those of you who want to poke and make fun. So yeah, hit me on email, guys, tsr@donovansharpe.com, tsr@donovansharpe.com if you have any solutions or any answers to the problem. Why am I getting, and I've looked it up on the internet, man, I cannot figure out why my tricep down where my elbow is, I can't figure out why it gets so fatigued lately. This is not a problem I used to have, but all of a sudden, it's starting to get a little bit fatigued. So I'm thinking that's probably something ergonomic. I guess we'll figure that out sooner or later. Later on in the show, I am going to debut a video that I am going to make a series out of. I'm going to release these videos once a week, and I have hired probably one of the most talented people I've ever come across. I tend to, when I find talented people, I absolutely lock them down. My tattoo artist, he's talented. I locked him down. I overpay him so that I can text him and be like, hey, I need a tattoo. He's here in 24 hours or less. Next thing you know, I've got a sleeve, right? A complete sleeve. I get a diet and fitness guy that I absolutely know knows his stuff. Lock him down. Before I know it, he's on the 7. The image consultant that I know absolutely knows his stuff in the way of Kevin Samuels. Got to make sure I stay around him. Well, this guy made a video out of a story that I told on one of my podcasts, and he made it into sort of an animated cartoon. And those of you who are patrons, you guys already have seen this. So for the rest of the general public, this is going to be the first time you guys are going to see anything like this. I'm only going to debut part of the video. So every Monday morning at 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 Pacific, I will be releasing these kinds of videos. And later on in the show, I'm going to debut the kind of the kind of video it is. It is dude, it's one of the coolest things. It's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I cannot wait for this guy to start getting to work on these. He's already finished the first one, and like I said, those of you guys who are patrons, you guys already know what it is. Yeah, Devin says it in the chat. The video is absolute fire. I cannot wait. I can't wait. I might actually show it halfway. Through this particular podcast. Shout out to my guys in Sharpe Stream. Let me see what's going on over here. JB84, first to break the tape. Kyle 2020. Apollo 137. Morpheus is in the house. Devin, of course. JB84 double dipping with that Dave Chappelle crackhead gif. Appreciate that. Yeah, you guys, funny. You guys think I'm wearing shades. No, I'm actually. I actually got 3 new pairs of glasses, and the glasses that I have this blue out tint thing where it protects your eyes from the blue light. And so not all of them do. I got 3 new pairs of glasses. 2 of them have the yellow tint stuff on there. The other one does not. So I'm not gonna wear these glasses every night. You guys know I like to switch up the look a little bit, keep things interesting. Sometimes I'll wear glasses, sometimes I won't. When I do, it'll be 1 of 4 pair. You never know. But these are the ones that came in first. And so I'm gonna rock these. I'm gonna rock these again tonight. So I'm very much looking forward to that. Blacksmith Rass, welcome to the chat privileges. I appreciate the support. Always Olin, welcome to you too. Thank you very, very much for the support. Lavord 1980 says, in the building, bro, showing some appreciation. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much. King Sargon II says, I felt attacked by this title, which leads me into today's topic. Guys, you've heard me say it a few times before. There is no such thing as a, quote, Sigma male. Now, I know I'm going to get a lot of pushback. Guys are going to say, Donovan, Aaron Clary, Captain Capitalism himself, believes in the myth of the Sigma male. That's fine. Listen, we can agree to disagree. I'm going to agree to strongly disagree. Because this myth of the Sigma male, enough is enough. Enough is enough. And listen, I've never really paid too much attention to this whole Sigma male myth, right? Like I'll come across the video or a Reddit post every once in a while, and I'll just kind of snicker a little bit, ha 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 ha. But then this actually came up in my YouTube feed. I guess it's from a YouTube channel called Far From Average. And this guy did an entire video, 6 signs you are a Sigma male. Now, I already know I'm going to piss a lot of people off with this. I'm going to piss a lot of people off because a lot of you guys think that you're Sigma males. But trust me when I tell you, if you're in this chat and you classify yourself as one of these Sigmas, you're doing yourself a disservice, my friend. And we are absolutely positively going to find out why in this video right now. And away we go.
Sought after, most mysterious, and most attractive males out there is what we would call the Sigma male. And what you have to understand is that as humans, since pretty much the beginning of mankind, we have been searching for something. And this something is to find out who we truly are. And in the same way that the character that you choose in a video game determines what skills and abilities.
Whoa. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. Let me rewind that. Let's listen to that one more time. Just so that I'm clear on what this dude just said.
We have been searching for something. And this something is to find out who we truly are. And in the same way that the character that you choose in a video game
Oh boy. He said video game, just like the character you choose in a video game. This dude just compared a man's search for who he is in real life to his choice in a video game character. This guy thinks that the archetype a man has in real life is the same as his choice in a video game character. I got news for you. Life ain't a freaking video game. A lot of these dudes are out here. A lot of these dudes out here who think they're Sigma males, they all have one thing in common. Jesus. They all play video games. Not all of them, but enough of them do to the point to where you can kind of understand that this guy is probably plays video games, right? Any Sigma male's choice in a video game character is clearly a function of who he wants to be and not a function of who he actually is. Choosing a video game character that you, quote, identify with, that is nothing more than you fantasizing that you and that video game character are the same. Well, I selected a tall, ripped alpha playboy, so that must be who I identify with. I clearly chose him because that's who I am. Get the hell out of here with this nonsense. Now, to be fair, make sure I'm back on point here. Perfect. Now, there's nothing wrong with playing video games, as my tricep seems to be doing a little bit better. There's nothing wrong with playing video games, guys. Nothing wrong at all, okay? There's nothing wrong with playing video games every once in a while. When I'm on a flight and I finish doing whatever work I plan to do on that flight, I'll whip out the iPad, fire up Final Fantasy Tactics for a few. There's nothing wrong with getting a little bit of Xbox or PlayStation time as a leisurely activity or a way to decompress at the end of the day. We all have our methods. There's nothing wrong with having your buddies over to have a Madden tournament or a Street Fighter tournament for a few hours. And I know I'm dating myself. I don't know if we even do Madden or Street Fighter tournaments, but that's what I used to do when I was a kid, right? Invite over some buddies, maybe a few beers, some snacks, make a night out of it. Also, if playing video games for a living is what you do, that is perfectly fine too. There are guys out there who have made millions streaming their gameplay, and there are guys who make great money playing competitively. These are what we like to call gamers. But if you're not making a living playing video games or play competitively and get paid for that, then you are not a gamer. You play games. There's a big difference. Outside of gamers who actually make money playing video games, you show me a man who plays video games more than an hour a day on average, I'll show you a loser. And if he's not a loser, then he is not reaching his full potential. And if video games is what's holding him back from reaching his full potential, then that eventually makes him a loser. Hey man, look, check this out. Get pissed off. I don't care. Do not care. I know a lot of you guys who watch me love to play video games. Don't care. But you guys watch me because I keep it all the way real. And if you are pissed off because I'm calling you a loser for playing video games for more than an hour a day, good. Good. Mission accomplished. I hope you're pissed off. I hope you're saying, F you, Donovan. Because if you're pissed off, you're going to do one of two things, okay? You're actually going to do one of three things. You're either going to start making justifications in the chat as to why playing video games for more than an hour a day on average does not make you a loser or keeps you from reaching your full potential. That's the first thing, right? The second thing is you'll unsubscribe from my channel and cancel your Patreon pledge and continue your descent into loserdom. Or you'll realize that I'm hitting you right in the truth. And that you do play video games too much. And that is the reason you're still a fat ass who is socially awkward, who thinks he's a Sigma male, because you could admit to yourself that being a fake gamer is why you've been watching me for 2.5 years, but still living with your mother. High-value men don't play video games, guys. And don't come at me with, well, I know a high-value guy who plays video games all the time. Because to you, he's high-value. Because he's a master-level warlock on World of Warcraft. Of course you think he's high-value. You're a gamer. And he's also a gamer, and he plays games for 18 hours a day, while you only play 8 hours a day. And to be honest with you, the guy narrating actually kind of sounds like a gamer. His voice is weak, it's insecure, it doesn't really sound confident at all. And to make himself feel better about the fact that he is too lazy to lift weights, exercise discipline, and improve himself in ways he has complete control over in order to improve his overall life, he called himself a Sigma male, to make himself feel better about the fact that he freezes like a deer in the headlights when interacting with both men and women. So no, it is no surprise that the first comparison this guy makes to Sigma males is video games. Of course he does. He's a gamer. This is one of the many terrible habits these Sigmas have in common. They all play video games and they all worship superheroes. I'll get more into that later.
So what skills and abilities you start the game with, the archetype that you identify with as a man in real life allows you to fully harness your strengths and your weaknesses.
What does that even mean? Fully harness your strengths and weaknesses. Tell me how.
And yes, this is really important for those of you who seek attention from girls, but it's just as important for those of us who simply want to play to our natural strengths and avoid our weaknesses. Now, what you have to realize is that alpha, omega, beta, sigma, and so on are simply what you would call archetypes. So they serve as a way to simplify a set of personality traits or a certain type of man. Now, many of us strive to be more like the alpha male, when at the same time, their personality is more suited to that of the sigma. And it's true, all of us have the potential to play pretty much any archetype at any time, depending on the situation that we're in.
Wait a minute. He said any of us can play a certain archetype depending upon whatever situation or the potential. Well, he's right about that. We all have the potential to change our archetype and personality traits depending upon the situation we find ourselves in. Where he is 99.9, where he is wrong is that 99.9% of men can't change his personality traits depending upon any given situation he is in. Why? Because we simply cannot act like who we are not. If you're a man who lacks confidence, you cannot fake confidence. Because if you try to, women see right through this. Men do too. A lot of these guys, they try these PUA techniques when they simply do not have the personality traits nor the practice to come off as a man who gets laid on the regular. If a guy who has absolutely zero game to speak of walks up to a girl and says, "Are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see," and she says, "Is that the best you can do?" That dude is going to freeze up. He's going to get silent. He's going to stammer his way through saying, yeah, and slink away in embarrassment back to his loser beer drinking buddies. Confidence and social aptitude are not things a man can fake. Females have a sixth sense for sniffing out any and all incongruities a man has. On the other side of this token, confident men are utterly incapable of acting like they're not confident. It's just not in us. Think about it this way. Would you expect someone who does not have a pot to piss in to be able to emulate the body language, the mindset, the speech cadence, the vocal tone, and the actions of a man who's worth 7 figures? Hell no. Why? Because broke people have no idea how to act like someone who has money. If someone were to go and get some random homeless guy, clean him up, give him some new clothes, throw on some smell good, some cologne, give him a good clean shave and a brand new tailored suit, and then instructed him to go out and convince a small group of wealthy men that he too is also wealthy, he would fail miserably. Why? Because wealthy men know how wealthy men act. The homeless guy would put on an act according to what he thought rich guys acted like. But because he has never been wealthy, he has no idea how to act like he is wealthy. Unless you are an Oscar-winning actor or you have dissociative identity disorder, which is also known as multiple personality disorder, you cannot act like someone you are not. It simply isn't in you. Just like women can't bring themselves to pretend that they are sexually attracted to overweight men who lack confidence and drive, or men can't pretend that they are sexually attracted to women who look like Precious. So not only is this mythical Sigma male loosely based on the archetype of an anime character, let's just keep it real, this guy can portray personality traits that clearly don't belong to him in such a way that convinces everybody that this is who he really is. Listen, I got to tell you, this Sigma guy, listen, man, he keeps getting better and better. He keeps getting better and better. Let me read off some of these super chats. Got to be careful not to press the wrong button here. We are off to a fiery start. 716 people watching. Levon Everett, $5, says, just showing my support. Blacksmith Rass with the $10 super chat says, just wanted to first give a big up to the channel. Much love and much respect. You're doing young men a blessed big dog. I wish I learned this stuff in the military after 20 years. Well, Blacksmith, you also need to learn the difference between there, and there. Come on, man, you're killing me. I kid because I care. Thank you very much for the $10 super chat, Blacksmith Rass. You're new here. You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. The Marfuki Man, $50 super chat. Says, to you, my captain, thanks for all you do and changing my life. I used to be a fat arse and a simp, and now I'm just a fat arse. Hey, listen, man. Hey, listen, I'd rather be a fat, I'd rather be a fat ass with game than a ripped guy without game. Straight up. Straight up. Red Pill Mike with the $10 super chat. Give me a second. Red Pill Mike with the $10 super chat says, unless I am dead wrong, the ideology of a Sigma male was created by Sigmund Freud, who also believed that all male sexual desires come from an internal desire to want to smash their mother. Wow. So I guess we see what kind of credibility we have there. KS with the $10 super chat says, Sigma males were defined to me as being men who chose not to play the game and were some sort of MGTOW of the red/blue pill scale. It is easy to hide behind, though, for betas with excuses. That's exactly what this is, KS. Listen, man, maybe Sigma males exist. Maybe they don't. I don't know. But I know this. But I know what, listen, I don't know what Sigma males are, but I know what they are not. And that is what this guy is about to tell us. And I will absolutely positively expound on this as we dig further into this. Let me scroll up here and see if I can find anybody who's going to make excuses for playing video games for more than an hour a day. Can't wait. Can't wait. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see. I'm on the hunt. I'm on the hunt, man. Listen, man. Listen. Give it to me. All right. All right. All right. Ah! Pierre Fitzberg says, aren't Sigma and Alpha more or less the same thing? No. Alphas probably exist. Sigma males do not exist. Alphas probably do exist. Sigma males probably do not exist. I know that's hard to explain. I know that's hard to understand, but you're just going to have to take my word for it. KS says Sigma is basically MGTOW sort of alpha. Listen, at the end, you might draw that conclusion. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Eddie Daniel says, isn't playing a video game is like being plugged into the Matrix? You can't get experiences that aren't real. There you go. Eddie gets it. Eddie gets it. JB84 says, that's the Oedipus complex. I am not smart enough to know what that is. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You guys are, listen, you guys are talking way above my pay grade. Holy moly. We're talking Sigmund Freud and all these complexes and all that. Ay, ay, ay. Sam W says, I am confused. Though, has he only looked at the Sigma definition based on this one video? Sam W, I've seen Sigma definitions here and there, and they all basically say the same thing. They all basically say the same thing. And the reason I picked this video to debunk this myth is because this video pretty much says what all of these other definitions say. So I'll just put it to you that way. A lot of guys are talking about Anthony Spade. I don't know who that is. I guess he's a Sigma male. I don't know. Sigma male. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. I don't know. Devin, with the comment of the night, says, men are men, archetypes aside, clinging to a, quote, title just shows insecurity. Man, that's something that Red Pill Mike might say. At the end of the day, guys, and we're going to continue with this, is there such a thing as an alpha male? Probably. Is there such a thing as a beta male? Yeah, probably. Right? But, I mean, alpha, beta, those are just, that's shorthand for preferred men. Sexually attractive men that also command a room. I don't know. Listen, man, I'm not going to get into definitions, right? Not going to get into definitions. We're going to get into this video, and you are going to, like I said, listen, maybe Sigma males exist. If they do, there ain't no way it's what this guy says. Let us continue with the breakdown. If I can get this video here to work. There we go.
But every single one of us has an archetype that we naturally identify with more than the others.
Correction. The archetype, he should have said the archetype that we naturally fantasize being more than the others. This dude has no idea that he is laying bare his beta soul for all the world to see. This guy wants us to believe that if you identify with one archetype more than others, then you must actually be that person. Right? You must actually be that person. And then you see the main agenda of this video and others who endorse this ridiculous line of thinking, which is the Sigma male, as you can see on your screen. Hang on a second. I'm actually going to let it play here just so you guys can see.
Now, for many men,
Look
the
at
Alpha and the Sigma archetypes come.
There you go. So now that you guys are seeing on the screen, the agenda of this video is that Sigma males are superior to alpha males, right? A few seconds ago, he said that we all strive to be like the alpha male, while at the same time, a man's personality could be more suited to that of a Sigma male. Translation: a man who strives to be more like an alpha male and sees that he cannot be, so he makes up this mythical unicorn of an archetype called a Sigma to make himself feel better about the fact that he is little more than a socially awkward individual who is unwilling to put himself in uncomfortable situations so that he can gain confidence and social aptitude. That's all this is, guys. That is all that a Sigma is. These guys sit around playing video games and watching anime. And again, there's nothing wrong with either one of these activities. But when a guy starts to internalize these characters and fantasizes himself as actually being these guys in real life, that is where these delusions of grandeur start to kick in. If you've ever watched anime, guys, if you've ever watched anime, you will quickly begin to notice that the protagonist in most of these full-length anime movies is that he is a lone wolf. That's the hero. That's the protagonist. He's a guy who's quiet, awkward, and reclusive. Yet, for some crazy reason, girls just can't get enough of this guy. The hottest girls are always chasing him. This guy has some sort of alpha skill set, right? Most of the time, it's some sort of fighting discipline. Grappler Baki, Terry Bogard, Dragon Ball Z. Those characters come to mind as I nerd out here. When a man discovers this community and decides that he either can't or won't make the changes necessary to improve his life, oftentimes, he clings to the idea of a Sigma male to give himself false confidence. So when he sees a guy who's ripped, instead of thinking to himself, man, I wonder what his workout routine is. I wonder what his diet is like. I wonder what it took for him to look like that. He will think to himself, I am a Sigma male, and Sigmas are greater than alphas. Do you guys see how this works? This whole Sigma male archetype is simply a coping mechanism for men who don't have the chops, nor the discipline, or the desire for that matter, to improve himself. Nothing more. Nothing more.
More naturally when they're alone with 2 to 3 girls and no other males within the group.
God, this guy is so...
That we identify with more than the others. Now, for many men, the Alpha and the Sigma archetypes come more naturally when they're alone with 2 to 3 girls and no other males within the group.
Oh my God. Alone with 2 or 3 girls, no other males. Oops, as I turned down the volume. And no other males are in the group. Any man would act like he's King Dingling when he's around 2 or 3 girls and no other males are in the group. Of course he does. But what he fails to mention is how he manages to have 2 to 3 women in his group with no other men. You see, that right there is going to cripple the guy and get him to buy into this BS message. They just assume that being a Sigma male means just randomly finding yourself alone with a bunch of girls with no other men around. No, dude, doesn't work that way. To be alone with 2 or 3 women with no other men around takes a lot more than pretending you're some, quote, lone wolf. Get out of here with that. With no competition. Give me a break. Out of here with that.
Now, always keep in mind that we are not defined exclusively by one single archetype, and that the archetype that we play will depend on dynamic changes within our social environments, and depending on things like who else is around us.
Oh, so now he's socially dynamic. So now he's a shapeshifter. Now he's a chameleon. Jesus Christ. Is this guy a Michelin star chef too?
This leads
Is he an what is he, an ASC certified mechanic? Is he a brain surgeon, hybrid with a rocket? I mean, come on, get out of here.
us to number 1, which is the first sign that you could be a Sigma male and not even realize it. And it's doing your own thing. The number 1 sign, or the one thing that sets the Sigma apart from the Alpha, the Omega, and all of the other male archetypes is the lone wolf attitude.
And here we go with the lone wolf comparisons. And oh, by the way, the very term lone wolf, that is a misnomer in and of itself. Because wolves are what class? Pack animals. Wolves don't travel alone. They travel and hunt in packs. The strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is the pack. Yes, I lived in Reno for a year. You hear that stuff from UNR. Now, notice he said lone wolf attitude. Not someone who is actually a lone wolf. Oh, no. This is someone who has the attitude of a lone wolf. This goes back to being incongruent, guys. If you are not a man who does not enjoy or thrive in solitude, you are not going to convey that to people around you. Picture this, guys. Picture some loser who's at a party trying to be this mythical Sigma male, right? He's standing by the wall with his drink, brooding, looking creepily around, thinking he's giving off this lone wolf vibe. Then he realizes that his approach is not attracting the ladies. So he actually gets proactive and goes up and starts talking to a girl. He's awkwardly stammering through his conversation with her. And when he sees that he is losing her interest, he hits her with the, well, in case you haven't noticed, I'm a lone wolf. Can you see how pathetic this whole thing is? Lone wolf. This, again, is more of a fantasy than actual reality. The only true lone wolf that I know of is Joker, Better Bachelor. Like that, listen, he is the very definition of a lone wolf. And by the way, yes, Joker is alive and well. He just put out a video to let everyone know he took an unscheduled vacation. Again, thinks of himself as a lone wolf. Not a man who is actually a lone wolf. No. A man who thinks of himself as a lone wolf is clearly superior to the alpha male as the Sigma. I am a lone wolf, I declare. Let's continue.
So if you're a guy who frequently thinks of himself as a lone wolf and you like spending time by yourself and you thoroughly enjoy doing your own thing most of the time, then you could be more of a Sigma than you ever thought. Men who identify with the Sigma male don't rely on others very much. They don't care about social media and broadcasting to the world their personal life, and to be honest, some people might even refer to them as loners.
And there it is. He finally said it, guys. He finally kept it 100. Loners. This is who these mythical Sigma males really are. They're just loners. This entire section, this number 1, is him trying to conflate a lone wolf with someone who is a loner. They are not the same thing. There is a big difference between the two. Stay with me, class. The difference between a lone wolf and a loner is that a lone wolf is alone because he chooses to be. A loner is alone because he has to be, as in, he doesn't have very many friends because he's creepy. This is just like if a girl asks a guy, when is the last time he got laid? And he replies with, oh, well, I'm celibate right now. Now, on the outside, she might say, oh, good for you. But on the inside, she knows this dude isn't celibate because he chooses to be. A lone wolf chooses to be a lone wolf. A loner does not choose to be a loner. Something else that I want to draw your attention to. Do you see right there where it says doesn't rely much on others? You see that? Doesn't rely much on others. This is how we know this guy has positively zero idea what he's talking about. And I'll tell you why. Let me take a drink of urine. Any man who accomplishes great things never does it alone, ever. The cliche, no man is an island, is 100% true because no man can do it all by himself. This is in business, politics, whatever. Michael Jordan needed Scottie Pippen and Phil Jackson, for that matter, to win 6 NBA titles. Couldn't do it all by himself. Tom Brady and Bill Belichick needed each other to win 6 Super Bowls. This is the first season in 2 decades they are on different teams. And surprise, surprise, both of them might not make the playoffs this season. Even Tiger Woods, who plays a one-man sport, will tell you that his swing coach, Butch Harmon, and his caddy, longtime caddy, Steve Williams, played a huge role in him winning 15 majors in golf. Remember earlier when I gave you the example of the homeless man trying to convince other wealthy people that he is indeed wealthy? This guy who is narrating, this is the homeless guy. I can tell this dude has no idea what it's like to be a high-value man. Because any man who accomplishes anything worth accomplishing would never say, well, I don't rely much on others. That's a bunch of BS. This dude is literally endorsing a fraudulent archetype. Let's see what's happening in the chat. Let's see who wants to pick a fight. No, I'm not really looking for a fight, guys. Not really looking for a fight. Red Beast is back. Good to see you in here. Fitness Philosopher says, I've never owned a video game console. I haven't owned a video game console since I was in college. I do own a Nintendo Switch. Or is that a DS? No. I either own a Nintendo Switch or I think I own a Nintendo Switch. Olivia brought hers over and I stole hers for a few weeks and decided to get one of my own. I honestly haven't picked it up since I bought it. I just don't have time. I don't have time. I just don't have time. Stephen Ortiz, $5, says, I never heard of a Sigma male until yesterday. I'm still confused. It doesn't even matter, Stephen. Don't even worry about it, dude. Don't even sweat it. Kevin from Sales says, I'm not sure what I am, probably beta. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Am I an alpha male? I don't know. Like, I'm not the guy who gets to decide that. Like, from the outside looking in, if I can give myself an honest, non-biased-ish assessment of my alphaness, I'm probably a high-level beta with low-level alpha traits. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. I'm not into, listen, man, this is actually why I'm trying to get, and I'm trying to get away from these labels. I'm trying to get away from these labels because every time we try to label something, there's always some idiot who picks one trait and uses that as a referendum as to why you're not that. Donovan Sharpe's not an alpha male because he has a temper problem. Donovan Sharpe is an alpha male because he has a... Labels are stupid. You're either a man or you're not. Now, there is nuance, right? There are levels, but at the end of the day, we all have a little bit of everything in us. Some of us are more alpha than beta. Some of us are more beta than alpha, but like, I don't go around telling people, hey, you know what? My name's Donovan Sharpe, and I'm an alpha male. No. No. Definite G says, Baki the Grappler is fire. Hell yeah. Totally nerded out. Thrillseeker, $10, says, Vox Day created the Sigma. A Sigma is an alpha who is not a leader of men. James Dean, the, quote, rebel without a cause, that's Sigma. And by the way, Rolo says that deltas make the perfect MGTOWs. Yeah, rebel without a cause, James Dean, not a Sigma. You want to know why? No, that's not a Sigma. Rebel Without a Cause is a movie. That is a movie. Well, a guy played a Sigma in a movie. No, And we're going to get into this a little bit later. This guy never gives any real-life examples of who a Sigma male is. I might have. Joker, Better Bachelor. But he seems actually kind of outgoing and gregarious. So I guess he's not the brooding lone wolf guy who gets laid all the time because he's mysterious and dark and creepy. And nobody knows why. No. No. Listen, maybe there is a Sigma male. Maybe there is such a thing as a Sigma male. Maybe there's not. But this ain't it. This ain't it. Oh, got a couple more super chats here. Red Bill Mike, $50 super chat. The only men, he says, I've ever known who describe themselves as Sigma males were long-term MGTOWs who try to justify their decision by trying to convince me they had the characteristics of John Rambo, Marion Corbetti, or John Matrix. It's delusional. Exactly. Well, I'm this way because no. And guys, trust me, the best is yet to come. We haven't even scratched the surface yet. KS, another $10 super chat. Says, Rollo Tomasi defined the Sigma male as an alpha without a tribe. Unless you're Special Forces survivor, man, you're probably not a, quote, Sigma. You're probably an anime pillow girlfriend having... I mean, right. Listen, you guys are screwing up the show with your super chats because you guys are saying the same things that I have in my notes in front of me. You guys got to stop. Blacksmith Rass, $5 says, old school Terry Bogard is a classic. I'm actually going to have that example. I'm actually going to use that as an example to prove why this whole Sigma male is based on anime characters and mythical movies. Ace in Spades says, Don, you're an alpha male with a few beta traits. Why, thank you. I appreciate that. And if you didn't, if you haven't noticed Ace in Spades, I, Donovan Sharpe, am an alpha male. Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. No, I appreciate that. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Am I a, I don't know. I'm probably a red pill high level. I don't know. I've never really thought of myself as an alpha male now I've definitely considered myself a beta male at some point, right? But I'm not going to put labels on myself because then that opens you up to, oh, Donovan says he's this and he's not. Whatever. Don't care. Let us continue. Listen, we got to continue the breakdown because if I keep reading super chats, there's not really going to be any need for me to do the rest of the show. So let us continue.
But rather than seeing this doing your own thing as a sort of weakness, the Sigma actually draws inner strength from not needing the social validation that others constantly seek.
My friend, that is called being a man. What this dude just described as a trait specifically exclusive to the Sigma male is quite literally a masculine trait. Not seeking social validation constantly is what men are supposed to be doing. Not seeking social validation constantly is what men of value do not do. It is what 5%ers do not do.
And in terms of attraction, many girls find this level of independence incredibly attractive.
They find this incredibly attractive. Of course they do. Why? Because girls find masculine traits and characteristics attractive. You see how this works? This isn't rocket science or a sign that you're a Sigma male. This is just being a grown man who has his shit together. Nothing more.
Now next up is number 2, or the second sign that a man might actually be a Sigma male, and it's the ability to control a room.
Oh my God. Oh dude, wait till you hear this nonsense.
But here's where it gets a little bit mysterious. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, I thought only the alpha males dominate a room. But the truth is that both the Sigma and the Alpha have the ability to control pretty much any room that they walk into, but they simply do it in different ways.
Really? Tell me how.
Alphas are well known to dominate the environment that they walk into using loud, straightforward behavior.
Did you just see what he did there? You saw what he just did there? He said loud, and then on the screen it says overt. He is characterizing gregariousness and a high social aptitude as overt, loud behavior to make himself and other men like him feel better about the fact that they are shy and introverted, both of which are highly unattractive to women. It is so obvious what this guy is doing, it is ridiculous. This is as transparent as Scotch tape.
But the Sigma achieves the same goal using a quiet, mysterious kind of energy. Now, once again, the Sigma is able to play on his natural tendency to keep to himself and convey to the people around him in a quiet, confident, mysterious sort of vibe.
So let me get this straight. Let me make sure I'm understanding this correctly so there's no mistake in here. So a man who is quiet and keeps to himself can somehow mysteriously dominate a room? Is that what this guy is saying? Is this dude really trying to convince us that a guy standing in a corner, brooding over his whiskey, looking around the room with one eyebrow up, as though to imply that he is mysteriously yet accurately calculating his surroundings, is going to dominate a room. That guy is going to control a room. Get the hell out of here with this nonsense. You kidding me with this? This is literally straight out of every anime and comic book or movie there ever was. Gentlemen, I'm here to tell you. There are certain absolutes when it comes to social dynamics. One such absolute is that men who don't talk to anyone in a room cannot control a room. What is he, a psychic? He can stand in a corner looking all mysterious and somehow use his mind powers to mesmerize everyone in the room? By not saying a word, the Sigma can somehow transfix everyone in the room in such a way that makes him the center of attention as well as the object of every woman's desire in that room? Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
People in the room are looking around at both the Alpha and the Sigma, and they're wondering what it is about the Sigma that gives him nearly as much control over the room as the Alpha.
Well, I happen to know exactly why it is. I have the answer to that question. Why does the Sigma control as much of the room and attention as the Alpha? Well, it's the fact that they are creeped out by the guy. The dude standing in the corner all by himself, everyone is concerned. Everyone's creeped out trying to figure out, like, there's this guy standing in the corner in the room, right? Staring at everybody, trying to be this fake, mysterious James Bond, James Dean type figure, and he's coming off as a creep. That is why he gets more attention than the Alpha. Jesus Christ, man.
And eventually they'll realize that it is the mystery that makes him so incredibly appealing.
It is the mystery. Oh, problem solved. What about the mystery?
Now next up is number 3, or the third sign that a man might secretly be a Sigma male and may not even realize it, and it's self-sufficiency. Something that makes the Sigma male incredibly unique and allows him to play in the same league as the Alpha is the ability to be self-sufficient. People all over the world, particularly females, find a man who doesn't really need anything from anyone incredibly...
You know, it's interesting. This is like the 4th time he has sought the validation of females. Females find this attractive. Women find this attractive. Yet, Sigma males don't need validation from women. Gotcha.
Attractive because most unattractive behaviors that men engage in are actually caused by neediness. Now, depending on the situation, this could be an excessive need for validation or for attention, or even for things like needing somebody to do your laundry for you. So for those of you...
What? Needing someone? Okay. So basically, if you're not a woman, then you, my friend, have what it takes to be one of the elite few known as the Sigma. What this dude just described, once again, are basic masculine fundamentals. Masculinity does not require validation. Masculinity does not require attention. And masculinity damn sure doesn't require anyone to do his laundry for him because he cannot do it himself. Number 3 here is literally telling us that if you are not a woman, then you are a part of a small group of exceptional men who are otherwise known as Sigmas. Independence, all that stuff. Those are basic masculine principles.
You guys out there who still have your moms doing your own laundry, there's a good chance that you might not be the best fit for the Sigma archetype.
Actually, it sounds like he might be the perfect fit for the Sigma archetype.
Independence is incredibly attractive, and even men find it much easier to respect other men who are self-sufficient. Because if you get into a tricky situation in life, the Sigma is the one who will have your back, and you won't have to tell him what.
Listen. Independence, self-sufficiency, inner strength, motivation. Gentlemen, these are the basic building blocks of manhood. What he is describing is quite literally being masculine. That's what it is. That's all this is.
To do. Being self-sufficient means, as an adult, being able to bring home the bacon, both literally and figuratively speaking. But it also represents things like self-sufficient character traits, such as drawing your own inner strength and motivation and not needing excessive validation from other people. Now, next up is...
Again, I say it again. Yes, he did misspell independence. I'll say it again, guys. self-efficiency, inner strength, motivation, independence. This is what it means to be a man, guys. This is what it means to be a man. And apparently, if you can make money and bring home thick-cut hickory smoked bacon, that puts you into the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, also known as the Sigmas. Jesus Christ. Let me read off these super chats. This is so incredibly ridiculous. Unbelievable. Big Brandon says Ryu from Street Fighter 2 is Sigma. Yeah, right. Oh my God. Devin says this guy got bullied by frat boys and jocks. Dude, this is ridiculous. Definite G says he's using subliminals. He's trying to. This is just, like, you guys can see. Oh, this is so obvious. Andre Francis, like I said, guys, maybe there is such a thing as the mythical Sigma male. Maybe there is. But whatever it is, it's not that. Andre Francis, $5, says he is trying to describe a lone wolf with the picture of a hipster. Ace in Spades, $5, says Alan Roger Curry says there are 4 archetypes of men. Total alpha males with a few beta traits, beta males with a few alpha traits, and total beta males. You know what? I'll buy that. I'll buy that right now. I agree with Alan Roger Curry. Real talk. Red Pill Mike, $10, says he is describing someone who has the ability to stay icy, which is a characteristic of an alpha. Men who have an icy lifestyle are extremely reactive when they are given a shred of attention. Like, come on. James Young, $5, says this guy is full of contradictions. Of course he is. Yes, Cosplay MGTOW says this man said bring home the bacon both literally and figuratively. This is just him filling up the airtime to add more syllables to sound more intelligent. Matthew Connor, $5, says there's always more, quote, alpha. There's always a more alpha, just trying to be less of a wimp, and you'll do just fine. Work on your weakness and highlight your strengths. Right. Just keep it simple. Keep it simple, fam, and you will be fine. KS, with a $10 super chat, says this video reminds me of those BS martial artists like Steven Seagal. Get out of here with that Kung Fu Panda Bruce Lee. I think KS might be onto something. He might be onto something. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Okay, so we have reached the middle of the broadcast. I am now going to premiere this. The video that I'm about to show you in its entirety is going to premiere right here on this channel on Monday mornings at 10 o'clock Eastern AM, 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific. The young brother that I hired to do this is supremely gifted. No, he is not for hire because I have booked this guy for the next 6 months and I have paid him in such a way there's no way you can outbid me. So if there are any content creators thinking about hiring this guy, good luck. Good luck. Without further ado, here is a sample of said video. Pay attention. Like, honestly, I thought I was going to jail. This was the reality. I knew that I was probably not going home that night. I was going to spend 72 hours in Clark County lockup. So, long story short, here's what happened. So I've been seeing this girl. On and off for about 6 months. The last 2 months, we were seeing each other pretty regularly. And so we would see each other every weekend. And dude, it was great fun. It was absolutely great fun. We didn't have to go anywhere. Sometimes we'd order in. Dude, she actually made jalapeno poppers at my place. It was a good time. Well, I had added 2 new girls to my roster. And so what I was going to do is I was going to sort of gently just sort of fade out of her life, just little by little. So what I did, here's what I was going to do. I texted her. I said, hey, I'll use the word I was like, hey, Stacy. It's Donovan. Listen, I've gotten behind on some projects. I'm going to have to take a rain check for this week. We will definitely get up next weekend. Now, my plan was to just not have sex with her that weekend, have sex with her the weekend after, then kind of slowly fade out of her life. That was the plan. And the reason why I was going to do that is because girls don't take rejection easily. You can't just ghost them, right? Otherwise, they go absolutely crazy if she actually likes you, and Stacy absolutely did. Her name was Tracy. I'll just keep it real. Tracy really liked me. She liked me a lot, and she worked crazy hours. That's why we couldn't have sex on the weekdays, or at least that's what she told me. So who knows? Who knows what the hell she did on weekdays? So what she did is after I sent her that text, She's blowing up my phone. She's like,
oh my God, what's wrong? Do you not like having sex with me? Is it my body? Is it like...
and I'm like, no, like everything is fine. I just need to take this weekend off to get caught up on some projects. Of course, I was lying, but that was the story I gave her. She doesn't know. Maybe 15, 20 minutes goes by. She calls me up and tells me,
Donovan, I'm pregnant.
Okay, now, this wasn't the first time I had a girl call me up and tell me she was pregnant. So I immediately just go into autopilot. I said, all right, stay right where you are. I'm coming over, which is exactly what she wanted. So I go to the CVS and I bought 2 pregnancy tests, $30 each, clear, blue, easy. Do not get a pregnancy test at the dollar store, guys. Spend the money to be absolutely sure. So I said, all right. So I drive over to her place. I walk right in. She looked very happy to see me. I didn't touch her. Said, I held up the pregnancy test right in front of her. I said, go to the bathroom and take this test right now. Dude, she was like a deer in the headlights, but she had to comply because if she didn't, her whole plan blows right up. So she goes to the bathroom and I watched the urine come from her lady parts right onto the stick, as clear as day, negative, right? So at that point, I said, no. I was very calm. I said, Tracy, stay where you are. You're going to take another test. She's
like, I just peed.
I said, you're going to stay right there. You're going to take another pregnancy test. She's like,
why are you doing this?
Then I raised my voice. I said,
stay there until you piss. You're going to take that second pregnancy test.
So for about 15 minutes, we're just standing there in awkward silence. Every time she tried to speak, I just, no, don't say a word unless I see you piss a plus sign. 15, 20 minutes later, she pees on the stick. It is negative. So at that point, I don't even say it's been real. I turn around and I'm out the door. The whole time she's like,
please, Donovan, don't leave. I love you.
Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh my God. So as I get towards her door, I hear her walk into the kitchen and I hear her, and I didn't know she was on the phone. She said,
yes, I would like to report
domestic Duracell.
At that point, I knew I couldn't leave. And that is all you are going to get from me on that. That is some spectacular, spectacular work by my guy. Spectacular work. I'm not going to tell him. Listen, I'm not telling anybody who this dude is because I want this guy all to myself. I want this guy all to myself. You guys ain't fitting to find out nothing about this guy. I'm actually thinking about going and kidnapping him, just locking him in the basement and just do these videos for me. But really, all jokes aside, this kid, listen, he's a great kid. He is very appreciative of the opportunity, and I think that he and I are going to, I think we're going to benefit a lot from each other. Devin got that wrong. It is a 10-minute video, actually. It is a 10-minute video. All of these videos will be at least 10 minutes long to stay in the good graces of the YouTube algorithm. So I've probably watched that about 15 or 16 times. It's just incredible. Like, I know how the story ends. I know how it goes. But to see it like that, unbelievable. Unbelievable. It was just, I was blunt. There you go, Dev. There you go, Dev. So yeah, this is going to be, and it's like when I see this, it's almost like seeing your favorite movie for the first time. Like, that's kind of what I compare this to. It like the way he does that was just unbelievably cool, man. Unbelievably cool. So Monday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific, that will premiere right here on this channel. Dr. Thunder with the $5 super chat says, paying my respects, killing, I think he might have meant to say killer video. I did an interview with Dr. Thunder, what is this, Friday? I think it was Wednesday. Dude, all the days just run into each other. I'm going to post that full interview on this channel tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific. So, had an incredible, and guys, listen, go subscribe to Dr. Thunder, man. Dr. Thunder's a stand-up guy. He's also a guy I would not fight. I would not, listen, there aren't a lot of people that I wouldn't throw hands with, but there are people that I absolutely would not throw hands with. Number one, I would never, ever, ever throw hands with Ed Lattimore. No way. I'm not trying to die. I would never throw hands with Big Brandon. I will never throw hands with James Martinez, and I will never throw hands with Dr. Thunder, and I will definitely never throw hands with Ivan Throne. I think that Ivan Throne could probably pull a tree clean out of the ground. Like, that's how large he is. Like, that dude is, oh my God. But Dr. Thunder told me that he benched 4 plates. I was like, oh, okay, well, let me put you on my list of dudes never to fuck with. So yeah, that's it. Listen, if you are a professional fighter, if you are licensed in the state of Nevada, if you have your hands registered as deadly weapons, not throwing hands with you. Sorry, trying to live. I got to keep my moneymaker intact. Excellent video. No, 4 plates is 405. 4 plates is 405. 5 plates is 495. Well, 4. Well, when I say 4, that's 4 on each side for all you weightlifting, for all you meatheads out there. Okay, let us continue with, as I dry off my fingers because this trackpad needs constant. Let us continue the video right now.
Is number 4, and trust me when I tell you that you don't want to miss this one. Now, the 4th and highly important trait of any Sigma male is the ability to think deeply. Most Sigma males tend to think with a very analytical mind, and some would even say that they overthink things. Now, the important thing to remember here is that by nature, people who think like this tend to be very intelligent. So in this regard, the
analytically,
Sigma male is naturally more intelligent than other archetypes,
Giving him the ability to avoid drama.
and
I actually sped that up. I guess he messed that up in the editing, on the editing room floor, and avoid drama. That's all it said. Yes, think deeply. Listen, you can't make this stuff up. This is a real video. This thing's got like 500,000 views.
the ability to maintain that mysterious frame that makes him so incredibly appealing to other people. Put simply, the Sigma is the guy in the movies who's always one step ahead of the bad guys, and no matter what gets thrown at him, he always finds a way to win in the end.
There you go, guys. There you go. There it is. There it is. Another comparison to something that is make-believe. This archetype is based solely on the traits of mythical characters. The guy just said the Sigma is the guy in the movies. He didn't say that the Sigma was the guy in real life. Again, notice he hasn't made any comparisons to anyone in the real world. Do you know why he hasn't? Do you know why he hasn't? Because they don't exist. Because if they did, then he would have pointed out a few real-life examples. He would say, take, for instance, John Smith, who did XYZ because of ABC. That guy is the perfect example of a Sigma male. Or Robert, Harris, who displays Sigma traits with every business transaction or something to that effect. He's not using real-life examples. He's using examples from video games, anime, movies. That right there should let you know that this mythical archetype is exactly what it is, a myth. Let me drag a few things to the screen. So you guys have probably noticed that this looks like that right there, that's what they're using as their sort of avatar of the Sigma male. What did I say? Anime characters? Look at this guy right here. Anybody know who this is? Let me shrink this down. Anybody know who this is? That's right. That's right, boys and girls. That is Terry Bogard from Fatal Fury, the ultimate lone wolf Sigma male. Body posture exactly the same tip of the hat. Oh, you know what? I'm just like Terry Bogard. I must be a Sigma male. Look, body posture is damn near identical, only, of course, the mythical Sigma over here doesn't have a muscle to speak of. Like I said, guys, all of this is based on make-believe characters, gentlemen. Make-believe characters, movie characters, video game characters. Actually, I do stand corrected. He did mention that thick-cut hickory smoked bacon, so my bad on that. Let's continue.
And next up, at number 5, is the 5th sign that a man is one of the rarest types of men out there.
Oh, one of them.
And it's easily one of the most important aspects of what you would call the Sigma male, and it's being rebellious.
Oh!
You see, all Sigmas have a sort of dark side to them, meaning they're actually more of a bad boy than your typical person. And
Oh, good God. Listen to this. Just listen to this. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
you would call the Sigma male, and it's being rebellious. You see, all Sigmas have a sort of dark side to them, meaning they're actually more of a bad boy than your typical person.
More of a bad boy. So now he's more of a bad boy? Do you guys see how this is all just a fantasy? Next thing you'll know, he'll say Sigma males are also geniuses with an IQ of 12 zillion who are also physically stronger than most men on the planet. Jesus freaking Christ, man.
And this whole I don't care, I'm not trying to impress anyone attitude serves to make them even more attractive. The Sigma's the guy who doesn't get into trouble all the time, but who has no problem pushing the boundaries
This is just... So he pushes the boundaries.
on what society views as acceptable behavior.
So he pushes the boundaries on what society views as acceptable behavior. And tell me, Mr. Sigma, how exactly does the Sigma do this? Do you guys see how this guy is making declarations without actually proving anything? Sigmas are smarter. How do you know? What proof do you have? What evidence is there? Sigma males are mysterious. What is mysterious about them? What about them is a mystery? Sigmas are bad boys. And how exactly are they bad boys? What bad boy traits do these guys actually possess? All this guy is doing is writing a character for a movie. That's it. He is simply making statements and telling us that they are true. Guys, I'm here to tell you, newsflash, this is what this is what movies and television shows are. People have these traits, but we have no idea where they got them. This is why superhero movies are so appealing to these guys who call themselves Sigma, right? With the exception of Batman and Iron Man, and I know I'm probably leaving out a couple like them, so you comic book nerds, don't be too hard on me in the chat. I'm a nerd, but I'm not that much of a nerd. But with the exception of those two, most superheroes didn't do anything to become superheroes, guys. Superman was born on the planet Krypton. And because Earth's sun is younger and more nourishing than Krypton's sun, he had superhuman abilities here on planet Earth. Superman did nothing to achieve his abilities. He was simply born this way and happened to be on the right planet. Spider-Man didn't do anything to become a superhero except get bit by a spider. Peter Parker is this geeky student who has this crush on Mary Jane Watson, who all of a sudden gets bit by a spider and voila, superhero. These guys who call themselves Sigma males, they identify with superheroes because they don't want to do the work it takes to become exceptional. They don't want to get up early in the morning and lift weights. They don't want to stop eating junk all day. They don't want to give up playing video games for 8-10 hours a day. They don't want to put themselves in uncomfortable situations in order to gain a better social aptitude. They don't want to take up a martial art or boxing or any other discipline to learn to appropriately defend themselves when and if the time comes. Nope. They simply want to be born on the planet Krypton or to be bitten by a radioactive spider, neither of which takes any effort, discipline, or any stick-to-itiveness. Guys don't want to be Tony Stark. They want to be Iron Man. Dudes ain't trying to be Bruce Wayne. They want to be Batman. Well, actually, they might want to be both Bruce Wayne and Batman because Bruce Wayne straight up runs through these Gotham Garden tools, which also happens to be the name of their minor league baseball team. Fun little fact there. Most men these days do not want to do the work it takes to be exceptional. And this is exactly why these Sigmas identify with most of these superheroes. They didn't do anything to become what they are. This mythical Sigma appears to be the same thing. This guy hasn't said anything, not a word about what it takes to be a Sigma. He simply says the Sigma is this and the Sigma does that, which again is the reason why weak, lazy, unmotivated men cling to this myth. Oops. Oh boy. Lost my place in my notes. Give me a second here, guys. I know this is terrible. That's terrible. He gets into trouble but doesn't stay in the... Get out of here with that. All right, here we go.
And it's this exact frame of mind that sets the Sigma apart from other men and allows him to truly stand out and be unique.
I think I get it. I get it. The Sigma is special. The Sigma is a unicorn. The Sigma is rare. It is unique. Do you see how this is such a blue-pilled mindset? Men who are still plugged into the Matrix, they want to be special. They want to be somehow different from other men without having to do anything to be different. They want to stand out from other men and be somehow different or unique. Newsflash, Sigmas, you ain't special. I'm not special. The guys who follow me ain't special. Nobody is special. There's nothing special about me. Yes, I've smashed more girls than the average man, and I do very well for myself. But you want to know something? There are hundreds of thousands of men who have also slept with a lot of women who make a lot of money. I am not special, nor do I think I am. The desire to be special or somehow unique is yet more evidence that this is a feminine mindset. Women want to be unique. Women want to be special. Women want to be unicorns. Why? Because that's who they are. What do men want? Honestly, men, we want to make a lot of money and smash as many girls as we can before we kick the bucket. That's about it. Better than 99 out of 100 of us wants exactly that. We ain't trying to be special or unique. All we want to do is get paid and get laid. That's it. So again, this mythical Sigma mindset is revealing itself as a mythical feminine fantasy. Nothing more.
While most other people play the role of the sheep and simply do what everyone else is doing or what everybody else tells them to do. At the core, a Sigma is basically an introverted alpha, meaning he has...
Oh my God. Wait. Okay. So he just said a Sigma is an introverted alpha. Let me ask you guys something. As I attempt to hide my newly acquired love handles as a result of eating more than I should have. Dude, I lost a shit ton of weight during the lockdown, started flying guys in. The rest is history. Anyway. So the Sigma is an introverted alpha. If the Sigma is greater than the alpha, if the Sigma is superior to the alpha, then wouldn't an alpha be an extroverted Sigma? You see, this is why we know that this is a fake archetype. All of these comparisons are to the alpha. Sigmas are smarter than alphas. Sigmas are always one step ahead of alphas. Sigmas are better than alphas. Sigma is greater than the alpha. If you're the guy who is constantly comparing yourself to another guy, if you're constantly telling people, I'm better than that guy, I'm stronger than that guy, I have more money than that guy, it would be clearly obvious to everyone that you are that all these people that you're telling this to, none of it is true. And I'll give an example that proves this. I remember years ago, Toyota released its first full-sized pickup truck, the Toyota Tundra. And they used to run these extraordinary commercials of the Tundra doing these incredible things. I remember this one commercial where the Toyota Tundra was pulling 10,000 pounds up this twisted metal ramp surrounded by fire. There was another commercial where they showed it towing a freaking space shuttle. I mean, the ads were extraordinary. Well, for the next several years, the Toyota Tundra became the best full-size pickup truck, the best-selling full-size pickup truck in America. And before long, Ford, Dodge, and Chevy started comparing their trucks to the Toyota Tundra. Ford commercials would say the Ford F-150 has more towing capacity than the Toyota Tundra. Chevrolet commercials would say the Chevy Silverado has more horsepower than the Toyota Tundra. Dodge commercials would say the Dodge Ram has better fuel mileage than the Toyota Tundra. In response, Toyota smartly released a commercial that said something to this effect. Well, if Ford, Chevy, and Dodge are all comparing their trucks to the Toyota Tundra, then maybe you should go to the Toyota dealership and see what all the fuss is about. Sigmas compare everything they do to alphas. Alphas don't compare themselves to anything that Sigmas do. That alone should tell you all you need to know about this mythical Sigma. That was not as smooth as I intended it to be, but we're going to do it nonetheless. Here we go.
Many of the same traits as the alpha, such as inner confidence and strength, but at the same time, he displays these traits in a quiet, mysterious kind of way, rather than being loud and entirely straightforward. Now, in the same way that choosing the right character class can help you win a video game, choosing the archetype that best fits your personality can help you win many situations in real life.
So let me get this straight. Oh, Jesus Christ. This, again, just let me get this straight. Listen, I got to get this off my chest here. So choosing the right character to play in a video game is just like choosing the archetype that will best suit you in real life. Is that it? 1000% wrong. You can choose a player in a video game, but you don't choose to be an archetype. You become an archetype. You work to become exceptional. This is what gets a lot of guys who listen to this nonsense in big trouble. This idea that you simply have to make the decision to be someone or something. All you have to do is choose to be successful and it'll happen. All you have to do is choose to be a bad boy and girls will flock to you. All you have to do is choose to be mysterious and you will be mysterious. Ooh. Negative. Yes, life is about choices. Yes, you do have to choose to succeed. But after you make the choice to become successful, you have to take action. You don't just sit around and wait to become successful. You got to go out and make it happen. This guy is conflating choosing a character in a video game to choosing an archetype that you identify with. But the difference is that the player you choose in the video game immediately has all of the traits and all of the characteristics you want. Identifying with an archetype does not make you that archetype. This dude is basically telling guys what female life coaches tell their hopeless female clients all the time, which is all you have to do is believe in yourself and it will happen. All you have to do is visualize your success and success will come. All you have to do is wish upon a star and your Prince Charming will come knocking on your door. This guy is endorsing a female mindset. He is telling below average men who are overweight, eat junk all day, live with their mothers, and play video games 12 hours every night that all they have to do is simply declare that they are part of a very small yet very exclusive subset of elite extraordinary men, otherwise known as Sigmas, and voila, it just happens. And you might not even know you are a Sigma. You might even be a superhero and not know it. You just never know. Give me a break. Now do you guys see how ridiculous this sounds? This is unbelievable.
By playing to your strengths rather than playing to your weaknesses. Something that you have to understand is that inside every one of us is a particular archetype that we identify with more than any of the others.
Again, oh Jesus. Again, guys, again. Just because you identify with a particular archetype doesn't mean that you are that archetype. We need to replace the word identify with fantasize. Maybe that will drive the message home.
And by knowing and understanding this archetype, we can better play to it and basically amplify.
Oh, look at how the cool Sigma male comes up in the middle with his hat down. Oh, God.
Our own strengths while avoiding shining a light on our particular weaknesses. And hands down, one of the most powerful, rarest, and attractive archetypes out there is by far what you would call the Sigma.
Yeah, if you take a look at your screen.
Now, many of you will identify with this particular archetype and many of you won't. But like in a video game, if
oh my God, again with the video games. Dude, guys, listen, I don't know what more I have to say. This guy has compared real life to video games throughout this ridiculous video. Just like in a video game, the Sigma is the guy in the movies. The Sigma is the guy just like in a video game. No, dude, listen. Real life ain't a fucking video game, homie. Real life ain't the movies, fam. That's this guy's problem. Everyone like him. This mythical Sigma male does not exist. Well, Rambo is a Sigma male. Yes, he is. Rambo is also make-believe. John Wick is an example of a Sigma male. Yes, he is. John Wick is make-believe. Thomas Anderson, aka Neo, is a Sigma male. Yes, he is. He is also make-believe. Unbelievable. Video games, comic books, and anime movies. That's where they're getting this from. Fictional characters.
If you want the best shot at winning, you have to understand what particular archetype you identify most with, and basically figure out how you can play to that in a way that amplifies the skills and the strengths that you already have as a person that you've picked up since the time that you were born and throughout the
Picked up since the time that you were born. See? See? Picked up since the time that you were born. Didn't earn, didn't work on, didn't cultivate. Nope, you just picked up these certain traits from the time you were born, and voila. Instant Sigma, who is far greater than the Alpha, who worked his ass off to become who he really is. Fuck out of here with this, man. It's ridiculous.
experiences that you have had in your life.
Yeah.
This has been 5 signs that you might be a Sigma male, which is one of the rarest types of men out there. And with
Yeah, if you take a look at your screen, it says 5 signs. But let's rewind to number 4, when he said the ability to think deeply and have an analytical mind and having superior intelligence to all other beings in the galaxy makes you a Sigma. So if this guy were so smart, if he were so intelligent, so analytical, and so deep thinking, then he probably would have picked up on the fact that the title of this video is 6 signs you are a Sigma male, and adjust the title accordingly. So the Sigma, who is always one step ahead of the bad guys and always figures out a way to win in the end, fail to see that something as simple as the title of the video does not match the content of the video. Yeah, total badass. But at least he has plenty of hickory smoked bacon. Yeah, that was a mic drop right there. I'm gonna just go ahead and give myself the mic drop. Yeah, listen, listen, man, like, I'm sure that there are other Sigma male videos, and who knows, maybe I'll see one where I'm like, you know what? Okay. I know people, I've seen real life examples, meaning not movie characters, not comic book characters, not video game characters that exhibit these kinds of traits. Haven't seen one yet. I heard about the Sigma male on the Red Pill Reddit. This guy wrote this whole, basically telling us what this guy did, and someone in the comments said, so basically you're too cool for school. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is unreal. This is unbelievable. This is wonderful. Oh, wow, you guys are, okay, here we go. Let me read these super chats. You guys are, I had to wait to read the super chats because you guys were giving away the video on the super chats, man. You guys are killing me. So KS $10 says, hope I'm no anime loser. After the Marine Corps, I became an engineer. Okay, so you were in the Marine Corps and then you became an engineer. No, you're a badass, dude. Like, you're not an anime loser. Still get laid, but I identified with the Sigma male since I went MGTOW. I started my Sigma Fang channel, but now it's tainted. KS is now understanding the myth of the Sigma. No, KS, you are not a Sigma male. You're a badass, dude. Dude, you were in the Marine Corps and then you became an engineer. Like you're basically a poor man's Ed Lattimore. That's what you are. That's what you are. That's a compliment, by the way. Ed Lattimore is awesome. James Young, $10 super chat. And I will replay that sample video at the end. I will replay the sample video at the end, so everybody stay tuned. There is a video that I'm going to be premiering on Monday that is absolutely out of this world incredible. And I'm going to be releasing these kinds of videos every Monday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific. Stay tuned for another preview. James Young, $10 says, I have an analytical mind. I also have a high IQ. I have more than rocks in my head. It does not make me a Sigma, lone wolf, or whatever descriptions they go by. Exactly. 5 signs. Red Pill Mike, $5. Oh, God. He says, I thought only women use characters in movies to describe a reality-based concept that is rooted in fantasy and childish expectations. I was wrong. Exactly! Exactly! just like in a video game. How many times did he say that? Like a half a dozen times? The guy in the movies, the Sigma is the guy in the movies, the guy in the comic book, the superhero. I rest my case. Thrill Seeker, $5, says maybe we're all just the hero in our own story, and that's why dudes out there want to be Sigma, like a delusion of grandeur. Maybe. Stephen Ortiz says, I think he's just repeating himself. Yeah, right. Nigatar, $5. The Sigma BS is another excuse to circumvent the rules of the sexual marketplace. It sounds like a black girl explaining black girl magic. Well, shit, man, there's really not more to say after that. That is literally exactly what it is. That is 574% true. Very good, Nigatar. Appreciate that. Bramblebush with the $5 super chat. So basically, they are imagining themselves as the, quote, dark loner from the teen movies. Exactly. This is incredible. Anthony W. says, any other guys tired of these labels for men? We don't neatly fit into neat categories. We overlap depending on situation. Exactly. Like, H is the letter H with the escort, the foreign escort, who made a few videos about me trying to get my attention that she was wearing a wig. She says, Donovan, if you were an alpha male, you would let me call in the show. I didn't say I was an alpha male. Just because I'm light-skinned and I got a beard like alpha male strategies does not mean I think I'm an alpha male. Like, get out of here. And no, I look nothing like AMS. We're both light-skinned brothers with beards. That's about it. I think we're about the same age, too. I don't know. Have you ever seen Donovan Sharpe and alpha male strategies in the same room at the same time? You ever seen that before? I didn't think so. Have you ever seen Donovan Sharpe and alpha male strategies streaming live at the same time? Let that bake your noodle. I can see it now. Donovan Sharpe says he is secretly alpha male strategies. Benny B, $10, says, I think this video sets people back. It's telling them what they want to hear instead of what they need to hear. Real talk. That's what I'm talking about. This is absolute BS. Red Pill Mike, $5, says he's making this up as he goes along. Right. A Sigma male can harness his weaknesses and his strengths. This was a terrible video. It's got 500,000 views. You want to know why? It's because exactly what Benny B just said. Because it tells these losers what they want to hear instead of what they need to hear. They'll come over here and leave all sorts of comments. Oh, Donovan, you this and you that. But then this guy tells them that they're fucking superheroes. Oh, yeah, that's 500,000. Yeah, this guy is right. I'm a Sigma. Yeah, all right. All right, cool. Cool. How's that working out for you? How's that working out? Guys like this end up married to sex dolls. I love you, TFM. You the man. You the man. I shouldn't have done that. Listen, I'm not doing that anymore. Listen, I know somebody's going to go, yeah. And by the way, I talked to Kevin Samuels for about 45 minutes last night. And I am enacting a new rule. And I'm going to put this on Patreon. I'm going to put it everywhere. If you direct message me on Patreon or email me any link to any video anybody does about me, my videos, or my girl, I am blocking you. Period. Don't be the guy that says, hey, this dude said this about you. Do not be a shit stirrer. Right? Now, Janik L'Italian, I know that he did it because he was concerned. Like Janik absolutely does this from a place of concern. So Janik, this excludes you. But anybody who emails me, texts me, messages me, hey, Donovan, XYZ content creator, put this video out about you. I'm going to block you, ban you, refund your Patreon membership out of my life. I do not need shit stirs in my midst. I do not need that. There are situations that I am handling on my own, by myself, and they will get dealt with. I don't need you to tell me what other people are saying about me. Listen, I don't need that in my life. This is how I got to 101,000 subscribers. You got a lot of content creators out here who wonder why they don't have more subscribers than they do. The main reason is that they listen to the shit stars. They go back and forth with other content creators. They're talking shit about this guy and that guy and doing response videos. No, God, listen, I did the same thing, guys. I'm living proof. I used to do response videos. Guess what? I didn't, well, why am I stuck at 34,000 subscribers? Then in the summer of 2019, I decided to break off from that community, and it's been sunshine and puppies ever since. So if you text, call, email, direct message, any video about Donovan, this guy, doxed you, this guy, nope, blocked. Because nothing anyone has ever said about me anywhere has affected my life, not one bit. Not one bit. This is why Kevin Samuels is where he is. I take his advice without even thinking about it. Eddie Daniels, with the $5 super chat, says maybe he's talking about a guy who is highly competent, but not good at influencing others. That's like having a good product, but not making a sale. No. You're the man, Eddie, but that's not it. That's not it. This is just the Sigma male. That is a coping mechanism for men who do not want to make the changes necessary to improve their lives. It's not wannabe alphas. Is there such a thing as, I don't know. Is there such thing as an alpha male? Probably. Is there such thing as a Sigma? Probably not. That's the way I'm going to put it. Listen, that's an apt comparison, but that's not what we're talking about here. Definite G, $5. Sigma males are like the superhero Shazam. They still have an infantile mindset with RP knowledge, right? Gaudenica says, I believe I can fly. Yeah, exactly. That's that chicken soup for the soul nonsense Steve the Dean Williams talks about. KS, another $10 super chat, says these anime kids idealize the cartoon Machiavellianism they see because they cannot handle their shortcomings. This is no different when children decide on their role in the games they play. That's it. Man, KS is dropping some serious friggin' knowledge. Let me read that again. He says these anime kids idolize cartoon Machiavellianism they see because they cannot handle their shortcomings. This is no different than when children decide on their role in the games they play. Bingo. That's it. AJ Taylor, $5, says, I'm in agreement with you about improving yourself every day and becoming the best version of yourself. All of these titles are confusing as hell. Right. Like, I don't even know what, dude, I don't even know what, I don't know what's what. Who knows? Maybe I'm a Sigma male and I don't even know. I don't know. Maybe I'm a superhero. Who knows? I don't know. The Vanguardian with the $8 Australian, he says, justifying a failing strategy doesn't make it a winning one. Man, you guys are killing it in the super chat. Holy smokes. James Young, $5, says, praying doesn't grant success. Reading about success doesn't grant success. You have to work hard for it. Success is earned, not given. Bingo. Matthew Connor, $5, says the guy left out an 800-pound bench and a 12-inch sausage in his Sigma fantasy character archetype. The Sigma male also has an 800-pound bench press and a 12-inch sausage to please the ladies. Women find this very, very attractive in the Sigma male. The hell out of here with that. Jesus Christ. The guy has 3% body fat, has an IQ of 12 million, has an 800-pound bench press, 800-pound squat, 1,200-pound deadlift. Totally. Yeah, totally. Yeah, got it. Caudenicus says original poster is the Twilight of Vampires. Big Brandon, $2, says, I'm Sigma AF, hashtag Sigma Life. Yay. Throwing up gang signs. Beastly Nerd, good to see you back in here. $10, says, message to the Sigma males you were talking about or being about it, because the truth is that you don't get to pick your archetype. The world sees the world we see and judges you accordingly. Exactly. You don't get to say, well, I'm an alpha and, no. You don't get to pick your archetype. You are who you are. Now, you can become an archetype, but you need to work for it. King Life with the $5 super chat. No, King Life, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, don't do it. King Life, $5, says, did you know Sigma males are also level 20 janitors by default? Now, come on, man. Come on. Now, we all laughed and had great fun with that. But listen, I'm not being facetious here. Becoming a level 4 janitor is actually quite challenging. I'm serious. Listen, look it up. Look it up, man. Look it up. I don't want to make fun of that guy because that dude was keeping it real. Benny B in Sharpe Stream says LMAO Sigma. Did I just come up with my Sigma male voice? So we've got Beta Donovan. Oh my God. I want to marry you and have 3 of your kids. And then we have the Sigma male voice. Well, it's actually true. It's actually true that the Sigma male possesses superior intelligence. He is the most intelligent of the 17 archetypes, and there are different levels to the Sigma male. What about the size of the Sigma male's sausage? Well, the Sigma male has a 12-inch sausage that grows an inch a year, an inch a year. So by the time the Sigma is 5 years old, he has a 5-inch sausage. Oh, okay, all right. What about handling the ladies? Does he talk to ladies? The Sigma male does not need to talk to women, for his mysteriousness and his complexities naturally draw women to the Sigma male to enjoy his 13-inch sausage. Sigma male, get the hell out of here with that nonsense. Jesus Christ. James Young, $5, says Sigma male sees life as a choose your own adventure. Yo, you're dating us now, man. You're dating us now, dude. Choose your own adventure. I used to, listen, real talk, I used to read choose your own adventure books, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I used to nerd out, man. I used to nerd out. Choose your own adventure books. Oh my God. Nate Dogg, $5, says Sigma males are still blue pill. They can't take reality, so they choose to take the blue pill and stay in La La Land instead of accepting the truth. You guys are dropping straight bombs. Malika Mebane says men/alphas work hard, Sigma/boys cut corners. Bingo. Bingo. Oh, I guess you guys like the Sigma. Oh, you guys like the Sigma male voice, huh? So there's Beta Donovan and then there's Sigma male. Oh, here we go. AJ Taylor, $2, says Donovan's Sigma male voice has me dead. Oh my God. Blacksmith Ras says, shout out to my devil dog brother, Semper Fi. I always thought Sigma males were guys who were hardworking, super quiet, athletic, and good with women, but always second to alphas because they copy the alphas. Real talk. You guys love the Sigma male voice. Oh my goodness. I just made that up. Amar Kermani, $5, says either you get bothered by pain or you don't mind pain. All it's come down to is this. Wow. Quite profound. Well, when it pardon me. Well, when it comes to pain, the Sigma male does not actually feel pain because in actuality, the Sigma male can make his mind turn off the pain receptors, which means that he can have a high threshold for pain. Therefore, the Sigma male never really feels pain unless he wants to, which is much greater than the alpha. That is a Sigma male. Oh, okay. So if I were to hit you in the face right now, you wouldn't feel the pain? Well, if I could turn off my pain receptors right now. If you were to give me a warning, I would turn off my pain receptors and you could hit me right in the face. Okay, well then go ahead and turn off the pain receptors so I can hit you in the face. Well, the Sigma male does not conform to society's norms and just do what they're told. For we are rebellious by nature and do not do what we are told. Awesome. Mr. Badass. Straight up. The Seal Curtain, $5, says Sigma male equals Sylvester the cat suffering succotash. Yes, there you go. There you go. That's it. That's exactly who it is. Sylvester and the Pootie Cat. Sylvester the Pootie Cat. I taught a Pootie Cat. Pardon me. You guys are killing me. Redful Mike, $5, says the Sigma male. Oh no, oh no. He said the Sigma male also has the ability to make all women wet and turn all alpha males gay with laser beam. That's what these guys are. These guys, that's what these guys are. That was good. That was good, RPM. That was fun. Oh my God, you guys are awesome. Oh no. Holy moly, man, that was really good. Oh my God. Pardon me. Slash and Burn Theory, $5 says the Sigma male sounds like a guy who takes pictures wearing a fedora and a black trench coat holding a samurai sword. Bingo! That's who it is. Google betapedia.org, gentlemen. Betapedia.org, and that is Sigma male heaven. That's it. That's it. Is there any reason, and it's so funny, speaking of fedoras, is that any accident that the guy that they're using as a Sigma tipping his baseball cap like it is a fedora? And by the way, these guys don't wear fedoras. They wear Tribbley hats. Dick Tracy wears a fedora. Somebody with a press pass back in 1925 wears a fedora. These fat fucks with these little hats that are called, no, that's called a Tribbley. That doesn't count. That's not a fedora. Jesus Christ. Oh, you guys are killing me. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, Stephen Gascon says, kind of sounds like Bobby Boucher. Yeah, it actually kind of does sound like my name is Bobby Boucher. I'm not supposed to play the football. Mommy said Mom says I'm the devil. Yep, that's who it is. The Misadventures of Thigma Man. I posted Thigma Male in Sharpe stream. Okay, let me check and see. Hold on, let me look. You guys are killing me. Oh my God. Look, so listen, we laugh and we chuckle, but this is who these guys are, man. This is who these guys are. Jesus Christ. What if the Sigma male wants to get with girls, but then girls don't want him? Well, Sigma male never has trouble getting the girl because girls always make themselves available to the Sigma male all at the same time. Well, why do they do this? Well, because the Sigma male is mysterious, he's smart, he's super strong, and he has lasers that shoot out of his eyes. Oh, he has laser. Does he also have X-ray vision? Yes, the Sigma male also has X-ray vision. Okay, can the Sigma male? Yes, the Sigma male can fly. It sounds like the Sigma male is invincible, pretty much. That's the Sigma male. Listen, we are greater than the Alpha male. This is how it works. Ay. That's what this, like, seriously, in this video, this guy just literally said this guy has nothing but strengths, all weaknesses. Benny B with the super chat. This is nuts. Oh my God. I'm gonna give myself an abdominal cramp if I keep this up. So Benny B with the $5 super chat says, quote, "In case you haven't noticed, milady, I am indeed a Sigma." Oh my God, this is crazy. Oh my goodness, dude, I'm gonna be sore. Woo! Oh my God, I still haven't come up with a voice for Kevin in sales. I don't think I ever will. You know, these voices just kind of come. I don't just, I don't say, all right, let me work on. No, they just kind of come. Yeah, right. Cowdenica says, just imagine it as anime posted weekly. KS $10 says, Roosevelt said to, quote, speak softly and carry a big stick. Ninjas do not declare their secrecy. If you have to say that you are something, you probably are not that thing. Bingo! Bingo! Men who are true alpha males don't go around telling people, I'm an alpha male. They just are. That's who they are. Girls who walk around talking about, I'm a catch. Probably not a catch. If a girl really is a catch, guess what happens to her? She gets caught. Very good. Red Pill Mike says, you sound like Mike Tyson missing a tooth. Correction. You sound like Mike Tyson because Mike Tyson was missing a tooth. You remember the first time you ever heard Mike Tyson talk? I can't get into that. I'll be here all night. I just want to be heavyweight champion of the world. James Young, $5, says this has to be one of the funniest shows in a while. It just, dude, these shows just happen. This is going to be, listen, episode number 697. This will go down in the annals of one of the legendary TSR primetime episodes, along with the time that I called Carla, and it actually was her, right? One of the most legendary TSR primetime live episodes was when we had the TSR jury decide whether or not my boy Tony, and Tony, I love you, man. I know why you're pissed. It's all good. Never going to say a bad word about you. If he was guilty or not guilty of eating the booty. Like, that has gone down into it. That has reached legendary status. That is in the annals of the history of TSR lives. This is one such show. This is one such show. This is up there. James Young, $5, says, I'm a catch. Translation, throw me back. Holy smokes. Well, guys, that's going to do it for this edition of TSR Primetime. I am going to play, once again, the preview of the animated videos I'm going to be releasing every Monday on this channel at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific. These are going to be unbelievably awesome. This has been an incredible Friday night show. Oh, wait, before I do that, Silver Wolf, $5, says, Sigma equals have all the traits of an alpha male, but cannot put it into practice or show them. Is this what happens when you can't take either pill? Wow, very good question. Very good question. When you first take the red pill, I guess I should say, you enter into what's called the anger phase, right? Most guys who find this community don't make it out of the anger phase. This is why certain types of channels have far more subscribers and viewers than channels like this. This guy has almost hang on a second. Hang on. I'm going to look this up right now. I'm going to stay with your question here, Silver Wolf, because I'm going to show you something here. YouTube. Nate Dogg has a question for the Sigma male. He says, would a Sigma male eat the booty? Would a Sigma male eat the booty? The Sigma male does not eat the quote-unquote booty. The Sigma male does to a woman whatever he wishes. If she wants him to eat the booty, the Sigma male can choose to either eat the booty or not. I am a Sigma male that does not participate in the partaking of the backside of a woman. Because that's what I want to do. Not because it's because I want to do. I've never ever been made to eat a woman's backside. Never, ever, ever. Never. Not even a girl named Susie. That's oddly specific. Hashtag Sigma male. All right, so let me look this up. 6 signs you are a Sigma. There it is. This thing has 743,000 views. 743,000 views. 773,000 views. 5 habits of a Sigma male. This is unbelievable. 5 signs you're a silent alpha. You see this? This is nonsense. Nonsense. Unbelievable. Oh, dude. Oh my God. Oh my God. 11 traits of a Sigma male. What makes them special? See that? Sigma males want to be special. No, women want to be special. Gotta be kidding me. Ugh, this is just ridiculous. This is, oh my God. Sigma males versus alpha males. How to tell if you're truly a... I give up. I give up. I give up, man. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Oh, wait a minute. 9 signs you're a fake Sigma? Oh, well. Oh my God, please don't tell me there's a whole, oh no. Oh no. Oh, this is, oh guys, this is an epidemic. This is, oh. Dude, I had no idea. I had no idea that this is actually a, oh, all right. Okay, well, listen, I've said what I've had to say. I've said what I've had to say about the Sigma male. I don't really know what more needs to be said. But, Silver Wolf, men who don't make it out of the anger phase either end up becoming very anti-red pill or they end up reverting back to their blue pill ways. But here's the thing. You can't unsee. There are some things you can't unhear and unsee. Red pill awareness is one of those things. So in order to reconcile the truth while maintaining his fantasy of this blue pill bliss, he adopts the Sigma male myth. He wants to be the alpha male, but he knows he doesn't have what it takes to actually be this alpha male. So he decides, oh, you know what? I know why I'm not an alpha. I know why I'm socially awkward. I know why I'm a lone wolf. I'm a Sigma, and Sigma males are greater than alphas. That's what happens. That's what happens. Jesus Christ. Yeah, good question. How can you fake being a Sigma? Gentlemen, it's been real. Without further ado, here is the preview for Monday's video. Take care. Like, honestly, I thought I was going to jail. This was the reality. I knew that I was probably not going home that night. I was going to spend 72 hours in Clark County lockup. So, long story short, here's what happened. So I've been seeing this girl. On and off for about 6 months. The last 2 months, we were seeing each other pretty regularly. And so we would see each other every weekend. And dude, it was great fun. It was absolutely great fun. We didn't have to go anywhere. Sometimes we'd order in. Dude, she actually made jalapeno poppers at my place. It was a good time. Well, I had added 2 new girls to my roster. And so what I was going to do is I was going to sort of gently just sort of fade out of her life, just little by little. So what I did, here's what I was going to do. I texted her. I said, hey, I'll use the word I was like, hey, Stacy, it's Donovan. Listen, I've gotten behind on some projects. I'm going to have to take a rain check for this week, but we will definitely get up next weekend. Now, my plan was to just not have sex with her that weekend, have sex with her the weekend after, then kind of slowly fade out of her life. That was the plan. And the reason why I was going to do that is because girls don't take rejection easily. You can't just ghost them, right? Otherwise, they go absolutely crazy if she actually likes you, and Stacy absolutely did. Her name was Tracy. I'll just keep it real. Tracy really liked me. She liked me a lot, and she worked crazy hours. That's why we couldn't have sex on the weekdays, or at least that's what she told me. So who knows? Who knows what the hell she did on weekdays? So what she did is after I sent her that text, she's blowing up my phone. She's like,
"Oh my God. What's wrong? Do you not like having sex with me? Is it my body? Is it like..."
And I'm like, no, like everything is fine. I just need to take this weekend off to get caught up on some projects. Of course, I was lying, but that was the story I gave her. She doesn't know. Maybe 15, 20 minutes goes by. She calls me up and tells me,
"Donovan, I'm pregnant."
Okay, now, this wasn't the first time I had a girl call me up and tell me she was pregnant. So I immediately just go into autopilot. I said, all right, stay right where you are. I'm coming over, which is exactly what she wanted. So I go to the CVS and I bought 2 pregnancy tests, $30 each, clear, blue, easy. Do not get a pregnancy test at the dollar store, guys. Spend the money to be absolutely sure. So I said, all right. So I drive over to her place. I walk right in. She looked very happy to see me. I didn't touch her. I held up the pregnancy test right in front of her. I said, go to the bathroom and take this test right now. Dude, she was like a deer in the headlights, but she had to comply because if she didn't, her whole plan blows right up. So she goes to the bathroom and I watched the urine come from her lady parts right onto the stick, as clear as day, negative, right? So at that point, I said, no. I was very calm. I said, Tracy, stay where you are. You're going to take another test. She's
like, I just peed.
I said, you're going to stay right there. You're going to take another pregnancy test. She's like,
why are you doing this?
Then I raised my voice. I said,
Stay there until you piss. You're going to take that second pregnancy test.
So for about 15 minutes, we're just standing there in awkward silence. Every time she tried to speak, I just, no, don't say a word unless I see you piss a plus sign. 15, 20 minutes later, she pees on the stick. It is negative. So at that point, I don't even say it's been real. I turn around and I'm out the door. The whole time she's like,
please, Donovan, don't leave. I love you.
Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh my God. So as I get towards her door, I hear her walk into the kitchen and I hear her, and I didn't know she was on the phone. She said,
yes, I would like to report
domestic Duracell.
At that point, I knew I couldn't leave.